There we go. For food, yes. Also, sorry about that, Jolt. You sent your message right when I finished typing in mine. Do you know what happens next? Oh God, no. Oh no. That's a threat if ever I saw one. Oh my goodness. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. All right. So how's everybody's day been today, so far at least? Oh, this is a good one. Meh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Unfortunately. All right. So first things first. We got another 30 minutes of this. Um, your wife's grandma had a heart attack, so it could have gone better. Oh, jeez. Are they gonna be okay? Jesus. Same, meh. Sounds about right. I spent a decent chunk of today working on the emotes and stuff like that. So also, I'm glad you're already getting use out of it. The emote. That was quick.
Welcome.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Carl Levanov, thank you so much. Whoa. Ah, it's getting worse. Oh God. Oh. I'm okay. We're all right. Oh God. It sounds like she will. The irony is she went to. Oh God, it's happening again. It's happening again. Oh God. Uh. Ow. Oh, that lasts for so long. What the fuck? I need to reduce the timer on that. Oh God. Oh, Jesus, what happened? Let's see. Spin, spin, frozen, CRTV, hydrate. Just splashing water on you after you fell has you in stitches. Sounds. Oh my gosh. It sounds like she will. Yeah, already she went to the hospital and your mom is the nurse in charge of her. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Well, that's quality of care at least. Uh, uh, Also, I didn't realize that the spin was affected by the position of my character model. So the further I am from the center, the faster I spin because of centrifugal force. Oh no! Oh, that's horrific. That's horrific. Oh God. All right, let's get started on the second third of this then. You made a garbage ramen. It's one egg scrambled while in the ramen water, two slices of cheese. God damn it. Uh, well, I'm on fire now. Great. Wonderful. Shake that off. Two slices of cheese, some bacon ranch, and a dash of barbecue sauce. Was it taste? Was taste? Yeah, fuck. Words can't word. Was it tasty at least? Hopefully it was.
What is a domator and what is a regnant? I've heard you use the words regnant and domator a few times now. Are those real titles used by vamps? And is there some kind of distinction between the two? They just feel like different words for master.
Yes, these are real terms used by real, actual uppercase V vampires that are real and actual. I've heard the titles of Ghoul and Domitor, as well as Thrall and Regnant, from multiple
So far, it's just super
unaffiliated
thick.
sources.
Okay.
at least in the West. Also, Lickmaster,
Sounds like it's
Vaddy, Big Papa, but those are just
interesting,
good
if nothing
verbs.
else, you know.
How charming.
Ramen,
And
if
to
done
answer your second question,
okay-ish, is typically
these are
pretty
not, in fact, synonyms. They are distinct. First, we have a ghoul and a domitor. A domitor is the blood giver, whilst the ghoul is the blood recipient. That is actually as simple as phyllo cheese pie, but it is, of course, purposefully dressed in the language of master and slave. Because
Yeah.
everything vampires do is...
Yeah, vampires in World of Darkness.
Every other word out of Piotr's mouth was a master-slave dichotomy.
Literally
Man, these
everything
vampires
they
sure
have
love
to
their
do
class
is about
systems.
that whole relationship.
What of the regnant, though? What's
Man,
that term
unless
all
it's thick
about?
enough to need
The
multiple
regnant
C's,
thrall
it can't be too
relationship
bad.
is a step
fair,
beyond.
fair. Don't look
See,
appetizing,
a
but it's not
thrall
supposed
is
to.
one
It's
who
just
is
supposed to stop you
blood-bonded.
from starving.
A regnant is a
Oof.
blood
That's
bond.
brutal. That's brutal.
Here, the master and slave analogy is far more literal. An inseparably attached imposition on the existence of the bond. A ghoul is many times also a thrall, but not necessarily. Do you understand?
Ow.
Just need to crack my spine
Naturally.
there for a second. Christ.
And I suppose thrall is equally as derisive a term within the same context?
You can stick a
Not
chopstick in it
always.
and it will stand upright.
No?
Unlike the term
That's an
ghoul, a
unfortunate-
vampire can
I'm not sure if
also
that's
be
good
named
or
a thrall.
not. That sounds
In fact,
doesn't
the
necessarily
normative
sound
assumption
good,
is that when you
but
speak of a
what do
thrall,
I know? I don't
you're
know how
talking
good
about a
or wrong it would
blood-bonded
be.
vampire. As the whole society is structured around it being given that a ghoul is always blood-bonded, using thrall to describe a ghoul is meant to be redundant.
That might be a cue then.
You know, it isn't. But I want you to think it is. As an example for a vampire thrall, take primordial hag Rosalia's regnant. That foul sorcerer had another one blood bonded to them. The lowly magi they had signed. For as bad as the regnant
Interesting.
thrall titles sound, it is the norm in certain social cliques for vampiric thralls to proudly name themselves such, as they partake in a bond or blood wedding, as they might grossly name it. Such self-debasement, whilst frowned upon in many societies, is often not considered an act of social upheaval or a degenerative taboo. Rather, it is considered a noble and necessary recognition of an inevitable hierarchy that serves to keep social order intact. That is, of course, unless the blood bond was imposed by someone of lower clan onto a kindred of higher clan, say.
Okay, so the entire dichotomy they got going on right there feels extremely similar to how various noble families in Europe would tie their bloodlines to each other to make alliances and throwing shit at me. Rude. Was that a lemon? I think that was a lemon. Anyway, would tie each other to each other's clans and stuff like that. Where do you think the vampires got it from? True, you're not wrong. It's literally just that, honestly. Though I suppose in the World of Darkness, the monarchs would have gotten it from the vampires, huh? And they just would have adapted to that whole thing based off of all this. Again with that. It was either that or banana. That sounds about right. What was that one, though? It went by so fast. It looked like an orb of some kind, but I'm not sure. Yeah. It's always fun for me to... God damn it. Another one. I think this was a lemon. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's always fun for me to theorize what kind of stuff is going on in worlds like this, where these social orders and stuff like that have been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, you know? So, like, theoretically, the very first monarchs in universe were probably vampires. And then it progressed as various noble-ish things were going on that they eventually just mimicked what the vampires did, you know? Because it was working. At least for the vampires at the time. And then the French happened and everything went to shit. At least for the monarchy, anyway.
Oh god, two wholly different kinds of caustic jargon.
Two? Ha ha! Who's keeping count, eh? Count! Like Dracula! In summary, not all ghouls are thralls, and not all thralls are ghouls. Same for dormitors and regnants.
The vampire elite really loves to use norms as a weapon, huh?
Much like any elite.
That's true. Now, okay, this is all fine and good. Or, no, excuse me, this is god-awful.
True! Except for the god part, probably.
A serf willing to do anything at the call of someone as morally bankrupt as Piotr. I can see just how dangerous that is. And there is no limit to how many ghouls or bonds a vampire can have either?
The only limit lies in how much vitae a vampire can give.
Goodness gracious.
It's a reminder of not every Slytherin is a villain, but every villain
But
is
as
a
I
Slytherin.
understand it,
Unless it's
that's
pedigree
still not even as
specifically,
bad
but
as
then,
it gets,
what
yeah?
can you do?
Oh! Oh, no.
And you're not wrong.
No, not by far. The eight-legged rat thing we now hunt? Likely a hateful example of just that.
Wait.
Though I suppose
Wait. Sir, my
in
scones.
his later years at Hogwarts, he was probably then considered a
Look,
Griffin Dyer.
bloody gone.
Scans.
Scones.
Gnomes.
Did the thing take them? Or is Marcus awake?
Oh, that was
Into
funny.
the house, quickly!
That was good. That was good.
Marcus?
Marcus, have you eaten 20 scones at one sitting again? No response. Doris out firing guns and has been in a ration-type mood all week. And boy
Again?
does not eat bread or British food.
Sir, look.
Again for what?
A trail.
It leads out onto the pool deck through the window.
Correct.
Should we follow it?
Or something else.
Yes.
Oh God, my scone.
We've been sconed! Quickly, but quietly. Open the door out into the deck. Be wary. We do not know what this creature is capable of.
Right. Blimey, that reminds me. Ghoul powers. There's
Guess
the
if
matter
Marcus
of
had
the
eaten 20
smattering
scones
of
in one
vampire
sitting
magic,
again.
as you mentioned.
Oh,
They gain
yeah,
a whisper of their master's powers.
The answer is maybe.
What does that entail exactly?
I will not lie, dear boy. I will not lie.
He's probably done it
I will
more than once.
get
And
down
considering
into
how
your personal
delicious
space,
scones apparently are,
What
I
I'm
wouldn't be
about to
surprised
divulge
if
is
I
of the
was capable
utmost
of eating
sensitivity
20
and
in one sitting.
confidentiality.
I would regret it.
You, I can trust with
I
it.
wouldn't be surprised.
But the others, not quite yet. Have faith that I will tell them when the time is right, and not a second sooner. Understand me, dear boy?
Okay.
But I will first point out the Scoun Trail. The Scran.
I'd be so
the
thirsty.
Skronk,
Scones.
the Skrell,
Scones are not that moist.
The Trail.
Fair.
It
Similar to
leads
eating a
to the
Popeye's
pool
biscuit,
house.
you would probably
Oh, it
want to drink
does.
afterwards. Or during.
What an
most
odd
likely during.
trail.
From the window onto the pool deck to the pool house. Scran, the scone snatcher, was following the very edge of the deck, pressed against the house walls, until
Never been
it
to
ducked
Popeyes?
beneath the deck table, then
Chicken
sprinted into
sandwiches
the
are
pool
pretty
house.
good.
Is it because of the rain? Because that would be odd.
Most of the food is pretty good.
If we assume that this is
The
like an
biscuits are really
eight-legged
good,
rat,
but you're going, why
rats
have
aren't
the
known to fear a
honey
light rain
or
like
the-
this.
Oh, never mind. You're a vegetarian.
Could this
Never
be
mind.
a ghoul thing?
You do you. The only thing that is really
Ghouls can
okay-ish
inherit
for a
flaws from their
vegetarian would
master,
probably be
who
like the
develop
mashed
new
potatoes, and even then
idiosyncrasies.
they're using butter for that. So
But I've never heard of a fear of rain.
I don't know what a scone even is,
had
and y'all
better
shouldn't
move
either. We
quickly.
use freedom units.
Right. I'll open the door.
Oh,
Oh, goodness!
What a bloodbath! Or perhaps a bread bath?
My scones! My fine home-baked scones!
those poor
Ripped
things.
apart like the common 99p loaf!
I
I'm
get
so
scones at
sorry,
the state fair
son-in-law.
every year. They're a staple
We
of White
should
American. Thank you
never
very much.
be a victim in the
Oh, yeah,
fight against evil.
I wanted
State
to
fairs
treat
give
the
all the
arcanum to my family's
craziest
scone
shits.
recipe again.
When it comes to food,
Hold a moment.
I'm not surprised the scones are
Creature
there.
could still be
Either,
here.
especially
What?
since last
There's an
year
easy way to
I-
figure that
when I
out.
went to
Turn
a
your water. Go!
fair, there was some pretty wild stuff.
The water jet's etched itself all over the woods.
Damn, how powerful is that water jet? Like,
Oh,
Jesus.
the pool house and the deck
Next
stains
people are
all
gonna say
patchy.
dirty
And,
leaf
oh
water is
god, a
American.
plank snapped.
Son-in-law, look.
Flesher goes
What?
nuts at the sight there. Nice, nice.
Look closer.
Oh, it wasn't visible under the deck stain. But now that it's been blasted away and I have to repaint it again.
Focus.
Sorry. These are claw marks. But they're only here, and they've left almost like small craters behind them.
Can you suss out what happened?
Sweet dirty leaf water is American, plain dirty
Oh,
leaf water
shit.
is not.
There's a small dent on the roof right above. Did they jump
Fair,
up
fair.
onto the roof from here? Can they do that?
Let me tell you about just that.
Sure, but
Oh,
what if it can hear us?
I know a little factoid about that whole dumping all the tea into the harbor thing. When they talk about dumping the tea into the harbor for the Boston Harbor stuff, Boston Tea Party, they're not talking about barrels of like dried tea leaves or anything like that. They're talking about bricks of tea. I think I could find an image of it real quick. Here we go. When they talk about throwing when they talk about throwing tea into the water, they're talking about this shit. Now, I don't know where dirty bean water originated from. Fair. This is a year's worth of tea. Every single individual brick would be shaved down slowly over the course of a year. Ethiopia, actually? Yeah. And yeah. So when they were dumping all that tea into the tea bricks into the harbor, they were dumping it by the crateful. Every crate was bare minimum about 200 years worth of tea. And they dumped dozens, if not hundreds, of those things into the harbor. It was worth, I think it was around like $50 million worth of tea by today's standards. 50 to 100 million, something like that. Still gotta call it dirty bean water because it's funny. Oh no, I completely agree. Well, not bean water, but leaf water. But yeah, I completely agree. Funny as fuck.
We'll move out and go to Door's workshop. Given our findings, the creature seems to not like rain. It's likely hiding
So
by
what you're
the
saying
chimney.
is all the fish came out of the
Or
harbor
perhaps even
pre-seasoned for a few months?
in the
Oh, yeah. For
okay.
sure, for sure.
We'll,
yeah, exactly.
We'll go
Talk
get
about
one of the
coffee
ladders.
again.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes some more sense. Never mind.
Listen close. The vampire is two things. The body and the vitae. The human and the beast.
Dirty bean water
The
equals
good
coffee.
and
Yeah,
the
I get
bad.
it. I get it.
And sometimes the ugly. But that's three.
Speaking of that, I accidentally
Several
became
millennia
a
ago,
fan of
the ancient
Frappuccinos
canine was subject
because
to
of my dad
venereal
and sister who
tumors.
constantly go
What?
to Starbucks.
Canine? Not canite.
We're
I never really
talking
drank
dog
coffee
cancer
before they
now.
did that, but they brought
A
one
freak accident
to
by
me.
nature.
And they're like,
The
here,
tumor
try this.
cells
And they
in this
were like,
dog
I was
would
like, okay,
mutate,
fine, whatever.
gaining the ability to infect
They
other
don't even
dogs
eat
like
fish,
a
and
pathogen.
imagining tea marinated
These
fish sounds
venereal
bad.
tumor cells would
Yeah,
essentially
you're
become
not
an
wrong.
entity all their
Or
own.
sweet, dirty earth juice, but that's more
Unicellular,
difficult.
an
Oh, God.
immortal life form that could spread from body to body, bringing its deadly affliction to millions upon millions of dogs all across the globe.
Fuck?
You've been drinking coffee since your freshman year of high school?
The vitae is a life form
okay,
alien
okay.
to its host that co-opts
Fuck,
the
don't
corpse of its
pause.
human, taking its hands, its heart, its mind, and memories, puppeteering it like the zombie and fungus, fighting its host to meet its own desire of eating, and spreading its infection further. And cordyceps, that's the
For the
name.
fungus or the dog tumor?
Does it matter? Dear boy, these are what curses are. These are the great calamities we set ourselves against. And a small part of the Vitae, that life form, that living curse, is spread into the still living form of another.
Dog
make a ghoul.
disease he was talking about is
A
horrific.
vampire's blood does its all to give their host a shot at their new role as predator. I take it does similar things to ghouls?
You love that the
Is that where
vampire
you're going?
knows what cordyceps is?
Correct. Much like how it
Big D is not a vampire. He is a vampire hunter. He might be a mummy, though. We are not sure. There's a lot of theories going around because of how strange he is. But I do agree it is strange that he knows what cordyceps is when he barely understands modern science stuff in general.
manipulates the mind and body of a dead host. It creeps in the same way into
And
the
he'll
still
mention
animated
shit like
tissues of a
liking
living
playing
one,
the game
though in a
Earth,
far more
stuff like
limited
that.
regard.
So,
it is like the
could've
human
sworn
body,
he was a vamp?
whilst it still
Nah,
brings with
he's
life,
not.
fights against
are
the
we getting a new
undead agent
demonic
infiltrating
haunted
its body.
horror movie
A
August
war
8th?
fought
Oh,
between
cool.
good and bad, and sometimes ugly, within your very flesh.
That sounds pretty
That's
deep.
an inspired analogy, I must say. But, whilst the vampire blood asserts
Damn,
its
my memory's
control,
shot, apparently.
I take
Nah,
it the
you're
ghouls
fine,
are
you're
able to
fine.
make use of the
I sometimes get
same
confused about what's
arcane
happening in
abilities
various
that their Domitor employ. I mean,
stuff,
since a
just
part of their
generally.
Domitor is now
As
part
well.
of them, yeah?
You had
Certainly.
8 seconds from
By
when the
and
bot
large,
said
their
the
powers
outbreak
are
was
very
finishing
limited.
and when it actually
Increased
finished.
strength,
Oof.
resilience, and bodily generation come most naturally.
That stuff really needs to
The overwhelming
be more
majority
accurate,
of
I
ghouls
swear.
I've met are limited to just those. But other powers are not outside their grasp, provided their Dormitor possesses them as well. In addition, it demands intense training for a ghoul to master even the most basic of disciplines. So
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
for primordial Hag Rosalia, and a few other ghouls I've happened upon.
So if Piotr had
It's fascinating to me that ghouls can theoretically learn low-level vampire powers like that. Like, that is such a cool bit of lore. And it's wild. I wonder how a vampire would do in the Last of Us apocalypse. I don't know. I'm guessing they would probably end up dying out pretty quickly. Because even one vampire in the World of Darkness setting requires a bare minimum 1,000 to 1,000 to 5,000 humans to remain hidden in setting. And be relatively healthy food source wise. They would very quickly end up running out of resources unless they started doing some real fucked up shit. Which they're vampires. They probably would do that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm talking about like Twilight. Oh. Probably still pretty poorly, honestly. The issue is when ghouls in the setting use their powers like that, it actually burns through their blood reserves from their Domitor. So they start to starve if they're not careful. Oh, okay. That's interesting. It makes sense. So it would explain why they typically stay with using the physical aspects, because I'm guessing that burns through it less quickly than the actual active power sets. That's still really cool, though. Okay. Also play. Ah, okay.
the ghouls say, could they be able to go invisible and juggle a dumpster? Here you go, brother.
The vampires from Twilight also have super strength and a whole bunch of other crap, so they'd probably be fine for the most part.
Away.
No, thank you.
And they don't seem to need blood as much as normal vampires.
Not in the way Piotr could, of course.
Well,
A theoretical
normal
Piotr ghoul
vampires.
could train themselves to use a form of invisibility, but one that only works if the user is totally still. Alternatively, they could attain an ability to punch hard enough to easily break a leg, but not much more than that.
Right.
There's just a lot of different vampire types out there, ain't there? And I'm sure we haven't even catalogued half of them. We can't even know what ghouls can do because we barely even know what vampires can do yet.
Not wrong.
This is true.
There's a lot of
and
crazy
there are
stuff,
as many
and there
ghoul
reveal new
variants
stuff in
as
the
there
lore
are
all the time.
vampire variants, if not more. But once we get on that roof, we can add another one to our index.
Ladder's here,
Is the
by the
one
way.
you want you to start
Wait,
with?
shit, this one's too
start
short.
With after the small videos.
I couldn't even use that for my extemporalized pole dancing.
There should be another one here somewhere.
There we go.
Here. Wait, this one's also too small.
We haven't even touched on the flesh crafting games yet.
There's a wooden ladder
True.
in Horse's
Oh
house,
my
right?
god. You mentioned that, and
yeah,
like
alright, we'll go get...
they get into that heavily in this section right here. True Depths of Evil is the one. I think we'll finish off with True Depths of Evil right
we
there,
had a
though.
bigger one in here.
Because holy shit, it goes, it is intense.
In regards to this one, like as far as they go, I mean, ghoul variants. I take it this one is at least not your standard ghoul.
Based on the clues presented thus far, of course
Those were the
not.
vamps you were.
Since there's a lot of
your spider-
variables
you-
involved,
Those were the vamps.
what do you reckon this
you
ghoul
were
could be?
Your spider character was
Some type
rivaling
of
with in one of your
fell, muck-wielding
TTRPGs.
ghoul
Yeah, that makes
empowered
sense.
by
They're
their
one of the more
Dominator?
intense.
Or
Truly
an ultra slick,
evil vampires.
nigh invisible
You also
skulker?
have this. Alright.
Let me lay some groundwork. Starting off, there is of course natural variance from ghoul to ghoul, depending on who their dormitory is. The thralled ghoul is the thing that the
They
vampiric
ran the
elite
local
would list as
hospital.
the
Oh
only legitimate
no,
kind
that
of ghoul.
is so much worse than what I thought was
But
going
for
on.
as much as I make fun of the
Holy shit.
blue-blooded vampire snobs,
That's fucked.
I too think this next ghoul variant is a dangerous thing to talk openly about.
Bad.
This is another important factoid that I bestow upon you in confidentiality,
TikTok's not
son-in-law.
That's no
And that
good.
variant is?
The independent ghoul.
Maybe try
Independent?
resending it. Maybe you
Like,
just didn't have
the
the entirety
non-thrall
of the
variety?
TikTok link.
Is that not better in every way?
It certainly is, that would be clear. Independent ghouls are good. I wish independence for every ghoul out there, before they liberate themselves from the Vitae entirely. To much of vampiric high society, however, they are living, walking masquerade breaches. They do not act in accordance with their norms and traditions,
No, that's
and
the full
thus
link. You
are
clicked it
treated
and brought
worse
you the
than even the
correct video?
half-blooded
Okay.
daywalkers.
Weird.
Ah, yeah. Daywalkers.
Do I do not.
quite pitied the Daywalker we hunted.
No, it just
Nothing like
doesn't want
Piotr
to open up. That's
Kevin,
weird.
a lot of them.
I'll check again. I'll check that link
you had
again
mentioned they are
later.
severely
Hopefully
oppressed in
it shows
vampiric
up.
society.
If it doesn't show up
Are you
properly, they just send it
saying
to the Discord, and hopefully we'll be able to
independent
watch
ghouls
it from there.
Even worse off?
Without a doubt. They're often despised among the kindred elite and blood hunted all over the world. These creatures are meant to be on a leash after all. A masterless hound that can unwittingly destroy an entire society cannot be allowed on the street. And so, independents usually work in secret, largely with more progressive vampires, or those that are also under the big boot, like the Daywalkers.
Yeah.
So how do you work as an independent ghoul?
Well, again, there are many ways. Often they have multiple different donors, getting vitae where they can find it, but always being wary of the blood bond. That's
Yep.
essentially it. Outside of that,
Donors
you're independent.
with quotation
You can do
marks
whatever.
around it is a very good term for it. Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Cracker's at it with his primal scream therapy again.
Neighbors.
Holy shit!
Damn. What the fuck?
Oh no.
Stop
You'll be
shooting
all at
my
the house
outhouse.
before long.
Who's shooting at
Have
his
you
outhouse?
seen his house? It's submerged in a
I
ditch
fucking
and has
love
a
the King
tarp
Brom
for a
Muppet
roof.
videos. Oh
An
yeah?
upsetting figure. If you weren't such a loose cannon, you would make an
I think
excellent
I've seen
hunter.
that stuff before. It's always
He's
funny
too
when it
busy
comes across
digging
my
for I see
dash.
night treasure.
Oh, speaking of loose cannons,
try that
there
link
also are
again.
twisted allies
Still
in
not working.
hunter ghouls.
Damn.
Hunter ghouls. Oh. Oh, right. Things are starting to click.
Good. As you can imagine, they are hunters who hunt down, stake, and then keep their quarry.
Jesus.
To carefully feed off of till the stock runs dry.
Ominous. You put in a reaction? Alright.
Right. I understand.
Thank you very much, Jaeger.
It's on the brink of what we do, innit?
That's right. We only extract information. Thus far.
Yep.
Don't like that implication.
Another thing we do not do is sling vitae. Could have made some serious dosh in Yarmouth had we kept those canites staked.
I'm not sure.
I jest, of course. There's about 12 good reasons not to sell vampire slave drugs. But many an independent manages to do it for a living, using the same vampiric powers against those that would call them thralls and cattle. It's a serious hustle. One has to respect it, but I'd never condone it. You lose too much of yourself to vitae once you imbibe it. What else? We also have ghoul families.
Oh yeah, this one
Like
fucked me up a little bit.
Families that are all ghoul.
Oh, that exists too, but
kinda.
no. I mean ghouls that have been so ghouled that they pass on their ghouldom to their ghouldren.
This fucked me up when I learned it. Because being a ghoul, if you are a ghoul for long and hard enough, becomes a transmittable disease to your kids. Your kids are born addicted to vampire blood. That's so fucked up. Hippity hoppity, hip hop hippity bee, get the fuck out of my tree. Hip hop hippity no, come bake me, bitch. Your mom's up. What the fuck? What the where's the meme from? What the hell?
Horrible. Much like a rare blood disease, then.
Yeah.
The vitae spreads
know.
from mother to child.
Okay.
As far as I know, that isn't a natural process.
I mean, that makes sense,
But there are
though.
ghoul
It's a blood
families
thing.
so
and your
embossed
children
with
in
their
the womb
master's
only eat
vitae,
blood for the first 9
they
months.
even produce
True,
vitae of their
true.
own. These
I feel like it
individuals are
made
called
sense when I
revenants,
learned it, but it still fucked me up
and
a
are
bit,
typically
you know?
deeply loyal to a given clan, sect, or bloodline.
That's interesting. Oh god, what if Piotr was planning something like that?
Piotr
Probably.
babies? I refute the very notion! But no.
So technically, everyone
And
was once a
speaking of
vampire.
family,
I mean, yes,
my
but
baby boy!
you have to.
How's
It
father's
loses
little
potency over
giant?
time.
Yeah.
So, like,
Hello,
if the
horse.
kid doesn't get any blood when they're a baby,
Please,
they're
my
probably gonna
apologies, boss.
be weaned
You're
off
still a
the
bit
whole
queasy,
thing, you know?
aren't you? You have your father's eternal respect for the strength you've displayed these past few nights.
and then it'll
We're looking for a
just
ladder, by the
go
way.
from there.
We suspect there might be a ghoul on or in our roof. Oh, certainly. Death will come slowly.
Oi, actually,
No, I
the
mean,
potential
what about,
ghoul on the roof?
about what Joel
Just
said.
making sure.
Oh,
It is
okay.
an animal, yeah? You had already mentioned animal ghouls previously.
Of course! Animal ghouls are limited in what they can do, but
I
immensely
mean, yeah,
versatile.
technically, I guess.
Imagine a peregrine falcon acting as your eyes. Imagine a rhinoceros as a mount. Imagine giving a dog the power of a gorilla. Imagine giving a gorilla the power of a double gorilla. Imagine a whale. I don't know how that works, but
His
just
brain is
think
fried
about
from all the spinning.
whales for a
Ah,
second.
rude.
These things are all possible.
But probably
provided you
not
have the
wrong.
vitae to spare. And a familiar like this is, evidently, something our dormitor has invested in. Isn't that just wacky off the walls, dearest horse, kindest horse, fairest horse in all the land of Angor? Yeah. He says he would run it over.
Why am I now
stomp
imagining
it
a
into the
vampire
ground,
whale?
and then crush it
Because that
skull
would
in
be
his big
terrifying.
mouth
That's
should it
why.
near his home. Oh, but he'd only eat it if it was made of plant or whatever. He is a horse, of course.
Uh-huh. Plants?
Plant ghouls!
I'd be
What?
impressed if a
Yeah,
vampire
well,
could
that's-
do that to a whale,
It's rare,
honestly.
as it demands a touch art of thaumaturgy.
Terrified,
Like blood
but
sorcery?
impressed.
Indeed. With it, it's possible to grow a garden of blood-addicted plants that are excellent for disposing of bodies.
There it is. He's talking about the
Azalea's
fucking
job only got a touch easier, and a
biosculptors.
whole lot more dangerous when that viscera garden was grown. There's also the plant people that certain blood sorcerers can create. Haunting human simulacrums made from plants, such as the mandrake. Those are able to perform only the most basic of tasks, though.
Unfathomably creepy.
Yes, keep the law never mowed, son-in-law. Never mowed. Wait, that's Horse's job. Don't steal Horse's job.
I never dare. Why are we here again? Oh,
I love
that's right.
this
Ladder.
silly gremlin.
Over here. Oh, God. It's also too small.
Or are we too big?
I swear, where is the bloody ceiling ladder? I know we had it in the workshop before.
The tall one?
Yes.
Ah, that's
Get it
right.
off. Get it off.
I put that
there we
one
go.
in the chimney.
Oh, synthetic. Thank you.
What?
Oh, stretch.
Well, I had to see where the secret chimney door in my room went.
You're... What?
That's
Yeah,
better.
there's like
Thank you
this
very much.
secret door.
Actually, it
in
was
the
too
chimney wall in my room.
cute.
Actually,
Well, thank you very
It
much.
leads all the way up to the roof.
It does?
Yes. Oh, how could I have forgotten? Let's go climb the chimney.
Thank you very much.
Holy shit, what is
Also,
going
welcome.
on?
Bye, horse.
How you been?
I'll come back with dinner in just a
Unless
bit.
you're just here to hang out for a bit, in which case you just do you.
Chimney ladder. Oh God, just ignore it for now. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. You know, with all this in mind, with how the ghouls are,
Why am I imagining a fat
Me?
person's domain expansion?
I
What?
really
I have no
can't get in
idea.
the
What the
headspace of
hell?
someone who'd do any of this.
I don't even know
It's
where your thought process
gross.
came from with that.
Immoral, senseless, all kinds
Maybe
of
I just
bad
missed what they were
words.
talking
There
about
are not
in the
enough
video.
bad words in the world's collated lexicon for the true
You're in
depths
and
of
out lurking,
evil
just
that can
got
be
home from
inflicted on
grocery shopping, put
mankind
away the bull
by the
stuff,
worst of
and
these
lost gumption to put up
slavers.
the rest. Aw, that's
Oh.
unfortunate.
Really? And these
Oh, the
true
vampiric
depths
way.
of evil?
Okay, that makes sense.
What do they
He is way too eccentric,
entail?
in your opinion, to not be a
I will not
savant
linger on this for
vampire.
long, as these things
Fair
are.
enough, fair enough.
It is where the mind wanders
Put
unwillingly.
away the cold stuff and lost gumption to put up
Thoughts
the
of those
rest. I
victims
mean, that
that
is
have you
fair
feeling
enough. The cold stuff is the stuff that needs to be put
aren't
away
doing
the
enough.
most, honestly. So
That you
I won't fault you
Need
for
to
that.
do more.
I mainly just put all the rest of my stuff into cupboards. Is he
And
Dumbledore eccentric? He's
What have
worse
done to these
by a lot.
victims?
Lobotomized servitors
I mean,
drunk on the
he-
VJ, the freedom and
You,
personhood
like-
stolen from them.
Like, as an example, in the very first episode, Big D here gets bitten by a vampire. Less than Stolas. Maybe not less than Stolas. No, actually, he might be worse than Stolas. As an example, Big D in the very first episode of Hunter the Parenting, when they are fighting the vampires, he gets captured. The problem being that when the vampire, who is very hungry, decides to bite into him and start drinking, it turns out that Big D had done a ton of DMT right before all that stuff. Bro's almost Deadpool levels of eccentric. Yeah. That's difficult to be worse than Stolas. Yeah, when you have enough drugs in your system that a vampire gets high, you know shit's wild. Oh, he's a drug vampire? Well, you're not really a vampire, but drugged up constantly is true.
They take these people, like you, like me, like our family and friends. Imagine it! complexity of our lives, the worth we place in our memories, our abilities, our moments, and our place.
Mr.
They
Popo?
take it. They take it and literally mold them away in favor of grotesquerie.
Yeah, what?
With
Pretty
that
close,
hateful,
yeah.
hateful magics.
A gallon of
They
LSD.
form and reshape their
Yeah,
minds,
yeah, it was
their
a lot of
bodies to
DMT.
shapes and
So,
sizes,
maybe.
utterly inhuman. They trap these people within their own skin.
He's the only
As they
vampire
take
hunter
their
I know of that would
all,
try to
and
redeem
like
a
vile
vampire, so...
caricatures of sculptors, carpenters, crafters, and leatherworkers. These fiends fashion their desires out of their victims. Living furniture that cannot scream, walking blood taps with spigots of innards, animated art mercilessly bent just the perfect angle. Gargoyle folk bound by ritual to a particular place, ever to guard it, unable to leave it. Blood-bound cabals of wizards and fae, the
part
pure
always
stuff
fucks
of
me up.
raw imagination, squeezed and siphoned
Yep.
until nothing remains. People turn to bird feeders for unspeakable specters, hungrily eating their flesh, their essence, hulking abominations made of entire families, parents, grandparents, children, their sinew and flesh inseparably fused like sickly mixed
God,
mince.
this section always
This
fucks me up.
all,
Stop.
This all is...
Stop. Okay, stop. I don't.
Kitten
need to
over
hear
here
anymore.
saying what everybody in the audience is feeling. Holy
jeez.
shit.
Son-in-law, I got carried away.
It's fine. It's just. I don't
Oh,
like
blood
this
magic
at all.
in the World
It
of
makes me want
Darkness
to-
is just fucked.
This
God.
all makes me want to.
2 more.
Yeah. I want to save this person. In the chapter house, I mean. Whoever it is. They deserve better.
We
Yeah,
won't save just them. We will save them all.
So, what should we do once we find this poor thing in our house?
Kill it, probably.
Really?
Just the
I'm
casualness
sorry,
of it.
son-in-law. But it would be best to save this poor animal from its misery.
That is how we save them? But wait, what about the ghoul in the chapter house? Are we going to kill them?
No! Not necessarily.
Not necessarily?
We can see what we can do. I'm optimistic. I think capturing the chapter house ghoul will be largely a triviality. After that, it's up to us figuring out the finer details of their ghouldom and just how deep it goes.
The going theory is that the ghoul infiltrator is one of the people already inside the Arcanum chapter house, and no secret person X, no animal, and no bloody plant. Was that right?
Yes,
Oh, the
skipping some
hints they
details, what
leave
Kevin
towards
gave me
this
was the
crap
following.
later is so
Allow
good.
me to paraphrase. This is something the status quo vampire big shots would not want hunters to know. They have ghouls all across East Anglia, serving as the backbone of their information network. This allows them to expand the borders of their domain, line their pieces up in the war effort, and most importantly, to get at something. Something that, as of now, remains unknown.
Yeah, we still don't know
boy.
what the ghouls
They have ghouls in
technically
several
are looking
organizations,
for in that
and as
whole
Kevin
thing.
listed them off by name, that is when he mentioned the Arcanum as one of the afflicted orgs.
I
Alright.
think it makes quite a lot of
1
sense for a
hour
high-ranking
in,
vampire.
we will watch the rest of this next week. And then hopefully the week after that we can watch the next thing as well. So, alright. Now, do we want to do episode... I believe it's episode... It's episode 5, I believe. It's either 5 or 6. I think it's 5, though. Or do we want to start in on Jaeger's food stuff with Babish Culinary Universe? Because I'm fine with either or. Though it looks like you have quite the backlog of things you want us to go through, Jaeger. So maybe we can just watch one of these, and then we'll be good to go on that. That'd be fun. A nice little side thing. Yes, over 200 Kev. Oh, good lord, no. The reaction channel in the Discord just keeps getting stronger and stronger, and most of it's your fault, Jaeger. Oh, God. At least most of the others are shorts, I suppose, but still, damn. Just damn. That's just brutal. Alright, 5th episode of Goblin Slayer Abridged then, and then we'll watch one of the Babish videos. You have even more you have not posted yet? Oh god.
Unfocused. Who else needs to die before
Sad
you
thing is,
learn?
even
They
if you
took your
added a
family.
second dedicated
They
React
took
day,
your
people would just
world.
double
Now
the
you make
content
them
they
pay.
posted.
What
True,
will you take
true.
from them?
Maybe if my streams were longer than an hour and a half, we would make some
There it
progress,
is.
but...
I can get something out of you. Useless boy, silent for days, but hitting works! A sword is just a useless lump of rock until it is struck. You want to shape the world? You want to get revenge? Then strike!
Damn.
See? You weren't expecting a rock in there, were you? I wanted
You're
to
really
change
tripling your
face,
content
so I
tomorrow. You're
stripped.
posting
What a
200 more.
lovely shade of red. Is baby sad? Does baby want his sister? Well, your sister's dead. Weak and precious things die when they're not protected. Do you want to hear a joke? What happens when a band of goblins invades a village filled with unprepared, untrained, weak farmers with shoddy defenses?
Yep, it's never gonna run out of videos
and a
ever. Oh,
single
no.
unexpected cabinet?
I figured, but damn. You love this
They
quote?
leave behind a joke.
Shit.
Now let's make sure you have a strong punchline joke.
Damn. That's brutal. Holy shit. That's such a brutal quote from that guy. Holy crap.
Goblin. Gosh.
Okay, but why though, priestess?
Finally awake, I see. You had us scared for a bit, Goblin Slayer. Luckily, I was here for you. I was able to ask Iomade to use true resurrection to bring you back from the dead. All it took was a night of rest together. So, how was it? Sharing a bed with me.
What about Priestess? Is she okay?
Oh, her role was minimal. The ritual required a 25,000 gold piece diamond, which the church provided. My
Good lord.
casting services, which are
So yeah,
always
bro
free
died
for
last
you,
episode. That sounds
and the
about right,
presence of a
honestly.
virgin.
I fully expected that.
Sadly, I was not able to fill the last requirement. It happened when I was quite young, not much older than her. I was alone. The goblins, you know what they're like.
Jesus.
I cried out, asking for someone, anyone, to save me. But no one came. Gods, it's pathetic, isn't it? Someone like me, wielding
Jesus.
the power of a god, limitless riches at my disposal, legions of adoring fans. And these terrors still haunt me. I still cry out at night, terrified to relive that day. Still crying out for a hero. Goblin Slayer, if I called out to you, screaming in the night, would you come running? Just think about it. It really helped to fall asleep by your side.
Jesus. Dark. Brutal. Even for a parody.
Yeah, the ritual worked. Thank you.
Are you
Oh,
sure you're
wow.
okay? Any open wounds? Internal bleeding? Boo-boos of any size?
It's fine.
Note how he's talking
Fine.
and wait for when it changed.
Are you sure?
Wait.
You seem quieter than usual.
I don't know what you're
It's
talking
the helmet.
about. I'm the same old Goblin Slayer, and I slay
Amazing. I love it.
The charm. Hey, I was right. There's Goblin Slayer.
You two done sleeping together yet? I know about
Possessed
true
by his
resurrection. I know
helmet.
what goes down.
I was determined to eat your meat as a show of respect to maintain lizard folk tradition, but I was drugged with sleepy cheese and chained to the floor. Thanks a lot. You would have made an excellent skeletal warrior, Goblin Slayer. Are you sure you don't want to reconsider death?
Other goblins, I have no time to die. How's Goblin Slayer Jr.? My boy? My baby boy? My birdie baby boy?
I fed him a shit ton of seeds, and that bird's never been fatter. Also, GSJ laid an egg, so
Damn.
you're a grandpa now.
Sweet.
Nice.
Speaking of good news, did you hear? The hero defeated the Demon Lord. He was like, no, please don't slay me. And the hero was like, no, and cut him up into 1,000,000,000,000,000 pieces.
Oh, good.
It
Maybe
seems
they'll
this
get some
fulfills
backup.
our obligations to our clans. Hooray! We're out of a job! Homeless again!
Oh, the parties they'll be having in the Five Kings Mountains will be wild enough to level the Emperor's Peak. I'm looking forward to getting blitzed as a hero. It'll be a nice change of pace from getting blitzed as, you know, some dude.
I hope they'll have cheese!
Fair enough.
Oh, you're not invited.
What?
I think you're all forgetting about something. There's still goblins in these sewers that need
That's
killing.
true.
And there's a Goblin
Need
Slayer
killing.
in this room that needs to do that
Get 'em.
killing. Ah,
About
Not me.
that,
Get them.
no time to
Definitely not
waste.
me.
I already said,
This is an intervention.
Innovation? I don't need no negative levels.
No, intervention. You literally died. It's time to
He
stop.
thought
We know we
it-
can't
they were
stop you
talking
for
about
long, so Take a
exhaustion.
day. Rest up.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Don't wanna. I don't wanna.
There, Goblin Slayer. We don't have to slay goblins. We can do other things. Would fixing up your armor make you feel better?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe it
Okay,
would
we'll
be
go
better.
get your armor fixed up.
He probably needs it fixed up.
No,
I mean, he was
that
crushed
no attitude, Mr.
multiple
Man, or we're not
times
going out
last
for treats
episode.
later.
Like, holy
I
shit.
like treats. Fine.
You kidding me? This chain shirt has a hole in it.
It's supposed to have lots of holes. It's chain.
Wow, I sure do love that kind of attitude in my store. You sure do know more than me. You want me to fix it or what? Though, now that I think of it, maybe you're better off getting entirely new armor instead. You know, we do fittings free of charge.
What a freak. That's fucked
Oh,
up.
you do
just not
fittings?
fanfic
Perfect.
Wait, what the fuck? Why are you addressing here?
Saves time. Now get to it. I want you to memorize
That is
every
really
inch of
fucked up, Jaeger.
No,
What the
don't jump
hell?
over the counter. What are you doing?
Jesus.
You can't measure the shit out of me all the way over there.
I don't know how to respond to that. That sounds...
Oh my god, my eyes!
That sounds like a crack fic.
Hey,
But at the same time,
kids,
what the
who
hell?
wants to taste some ice cream?
Ice
Ice
Actually
cream?
deranged
Do they like
children
scream in
noises.
ice and eat it?
If that's how they do it, you'd be a pro.
Why would you say that?
Come on, Goblin Slayer, let's go!
What's got into you? You're acting like a child, like those goblin-sized adults over there.
You're curious,
You
but you
mean
also
the
don't want to
children?
risk it.
That's what I
I
said.
completely
Well,
agree.
I am
Please
only 15,
don't.
so I'm gonna go get some.
15. What the
Oh, also,
Give me one
Jolt,
with
I was
2
able to
scoops,
read some
sprinkles,
more
a
of
cherry,
the
and a bowl. I'm
Skyrim
gonna eat that bowl.
Ruby
Way
fanfic.
past chill. Let me tell you guys the story
Blake?
of ice cream.
Wiped out the
There
Dark
once
Brotherhood.
was a
Fantastic.
scientist.
I said no.
Also,
And after that
holy
scientist
shit,
was imprisoned for
was,
heresy, we
immortal.
used his heretical icebox to delight the children of the world. Would you like to hear a rap about the whole affair?
Please no. You'll make me resort to violence.
Yo!
Huzzah! Yep.
This is a story all about.
Ah!
Oh, she also spared Babette.
Had to
I don't
kill
know if that will
scream's
come back to
name.
haunt them or
Won't
not,
stop
though.
rapping. Disgusting.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Goblin Slayer.
She was
You're
very,
bridging
she was
into an
acting
exciting
very
hobby.
much like a
killing
child,
annoying
but she
people?
does that to bait
I don't think
people,
it's
so...
gonna stick. I got one love, priestess. The goblins call to me. What about you?
But then she didn't try to kill
you
Blake
know,
while she was invisible, so I'm not sure.
Questing, yada yada.
Yada yada. You sure that's everything?
I don't know. Well, okay. It's kind of pathetic, but I've been terrified of losing you. Ever since the first day we met, I've been afraid to go out adventuring without you.
Did you see his concert? He sung Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
What do you mean? I know where I'd be if it wasn't for you. Dead, bled out in a cave
Can
in
you
a
see
sewer,
why I was so
killed by
disappointed
a
with eliminating the
20-foot
Brotherhood in the
goblin.
actual game
Unless
after
the
reading
priest would've
that?
picked me
Oh
dry,
yeah, that
I'd be
was
carrying our gear in a
insane!
skeleton
I
pig.
love that.
But you're resourceful. The
determined. You'd be fine without me.
No, I wouldn't. If you
I'm
hadn't
not
come
sure
along that day, I don't know
what you're
what would
talking
have
about,
happened to me.
Jaeger,
Everyone has
unless
dark
it was something that was mentioned in
I
the
helped you once when
show
you really
that I just
needed it.
missed.
But you're not helpless. What would make you say something like that?
Well, the Sword Maiden and I were talking, and
Sword Maiden? Who? Oh, wait, I remember. My brain is still wired after I died it. Once, when I was a child, my big sister told me that the ground was covered in invisible lava. I stayed up in the trees like a monkey for weeks on end. People in the village made fun of me, called me the Monkey Kid. Oh, look at the freaking Monkey Kid! I fling rocks at them and screech like a capuchin! But at the end of the day, the joke was on them. A nearby volcano erupted and flooded the village. It'd be real poetic if they hadn't been killed 2 weeks earlier by a band of filthy goblins.
Jesus.
Oh God, the memories! I just wanted to comfort you, priestess, but the memories, they're coming back!
Oh, God.
Everything I love died!
The guy started singing Fresh Prince of Goblin to Goblin Slayer by Will Smith at a concert recently.
I haven't shared it with anyone else before.
Oh, that's fun.
How's that ice cream, by the way?
That's fun.
holy wow, are you okay?
No.
What is it, lava?
It's an
I trained my
extremely
whole life for
traumatic
this
rock
moment.
story.
Tasty.
Did you just eat the cardboard bowl?
Damn.
That's a lot, Goblin Slayer. Do you want to go somewhere and talk about it, or?
You're not going anywhere.
Even
Not
Goblin
till I
Slayer's
give you a
concerned.
piece of my mind. You have any idea how long of a carriage ride it is to get here? Just to deliver some flour?
The witch could have cast teleport. It's how we used to get around.
Could you have?
Sure, but you're not worth the spell slot.
Rude. I'm still charging you for a Silver Egg quest. You got any trolls or dire barracudas you want me to slay while I'm here?
Nope. Just
Wait.
need me that sweet, sweet flour.
A bag of flour.
Love me some flour.
Wait.
All right, whack job. It's your money.
Is he
I
going
am
to...
curious, though.
Is he going to cause a
Could
flower
you not
explosion?
buy flour here?
How much more I gotta pay you to mind your own business?
Oh,
That'll be a
gosh.
second silver-ranked fee.
If he's going
Thank
to cause
you
a
very
flower
much.
explosion,
Done.
that's
Now
probably
get
one
out
of the
of my
most
water tower.
deadly things he could do with
Back at it
mundane
again in the
stuff.
sewers, killing some goblins.
Well, it seems like you're back to
This is gonna be
tip-top shape,
interesting.
Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, you're armed to the teeth with a new sword, daggers, and a bag of flour. Why are you carrying that? Are you gonna make a cake for the goblins?
Don't address it. He's been trying to keep it a secret.
Yeah, get your grubby elf ears off my bee's knees. As far as you're concerned, my sack doesn't exist. Listen, priest, are we almost there?
Oi!
Jesus. Why is there a beholder here? What the fuck?
What the?
Oh, it's
what
speaking
is
backwards.
that?
What
A
the fuck?
floating eye! I mentioned it earlier. I was like, oi! You're welcome.
Wait, could this be a beholder? Ah, shit. Looks like we might be able to slay some big, bad, evil thing after all.
I don't know. Does it kind of not look all there to you?
Sons of bitches talk about me. I don't have ears, but I can read lips. Fuck, they're coming. I don't know. Fuck.
Note the central eye. The pupil moves over the veins on the side. The eye doesn't rotate within a socket, but rather the pupil itself can move freely of the organ.
Oh,
Jesus.
is that a clue to how we can beat it?
No, it's just gross and weird.
That's
Hate
right.
it. Nasty.
Perhaps the beast is friendly. Take this rock as an offering of friendship.
None can possibly resist the siren song of rock. We've got this in the bag. Centuries of dwarven heritage spat upon!
Do we even have to be here? It's not even our job to kill this guy.
You know what? You're right, priestess. I guess we can just go around.
Oh no, we're taking this thing out. Killing a beholder comes with huge bragging rights. The hero killed the demon lord, but we can kill this guy. Look, I know it's not the same, but please just let me have this.
Oh, poor
You
Al.
wasted use this
They're
on
so
anything
tired
but
of killing goblins.
But I guess it's time to bake us a cake.
I'm just gonna pretend that what you said made sense and start shooting at it. Your disintegration rays are gonna need to be a lot faster than that if you want to turn me to dust.
Excuse me, mister. There, there, big guy. Time for you to enter a deep slumber. I'm saying exactly. Isn't this thing supposed to be able to cancel magic? I shouldn't be able to do that.
Yes, sir, I have no assistant.
Cake time.
Oh, wow.
What are you doing? Stop kicking up dust and help!
I get it. You're using the flower as a smokescreen to blind it.
Both wrong. Yeah, run! Run for your lives!
Run in, of course! Go, we're bone uncle!
Elf, hit one of its eyes. Brace this. Cast protection. Make sure you don't mess up, or we're all experiencing the worst pain imaginable.
Okay, here I go. Earth Mother,
Why do I
it's me,
see
your
Hermaeus
priesty girl.
more from
You know I
Skyrim?
need some protection right about now, so...
Because they're fighting
Remember when these
what
incantations used to
is
sound like
kind of
poems?
sort of a beholder?
Goblin Slayer from the past remembers.
Protection!
And now it's about to die.
Here comes the boom.
So, should I retrieve my skeletal uncle, or...?
No. Don't bother. It blew itself up. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh my god! That is such a brutal... Jesus, that went on for a while. That was flour? Are you sure? What kind of flour are they
we could have
using?
anticipated that was your plan.
Oh,
Holy
my
shit.
skunkle melted to the stone floor. You guys got a spare skunkle? Goblin Slayer, would you like to die again? I could use them bones.
Are we even sure that was a beholder? Because killing a beholder is supposed to be cool. Like, a whole adventure kind of cool.
Oh, this
That's
supposed to be a
unfortunate.
challenge? That was supposed to be hard?
That was supposed to be hard.
That was a gazer at best. Unless it's a beholder that came from a bullshit dimension where everything sucks.
Now, a big floating goblin. That would be a challenge.
It didn't even use all
In
10
the
of
anime,
its
they
eye
actually
beams.
specify that it's
Still
particularly
my
finely
mark.
ground flour.
Maybe
That's
it's
why
got
he
good
had
treasure.
to hold
Was it
it,
protecting
have it
something
delivered instead of
cool?
getting it
A
local.
mirror.
But maybe behind the mirror, there's some artifacts?
So, oh dear. Yeah. Like, flower explosions are no joke. The more finely it's ground, the easier it is for it to all light up. So yeah. What he had there was effectively a bomb. Jesus. Dwarf is right. That thing was in no way a true beholder. Oh, I completely agree. He was probably a gazer, or the midpoint between a gazer and a beholder at best. I completely agree. Especially since it died to the equivalent of one fireball. That's pretty shitty beholder stats. Spectator? Yes, that's the right one.
Or...
Just give up. There's nothing cool here.
I don't know. This mirror seems pretty neat to me. You're cool, right, Mr. Mirror? Ew, gross! It feels like gelatin!
What was that? Ah!
That's gate! Again! Even the mirror has gate? A permanent gate? Does
Damn.
everyone here know gate but me?
This mirror, its make is either ancient or elven. It's probably the only one of its kind in the world.
And you need to break
Cool
it.
mirror.
We gotta destroy it.
Come on,
Yep.
man!
Don't use that tone with me,
It's
Elf.
leading you
This
right
mirror's
to
been
a goblin camp.
compromised. Goblinated. They use it to teleport around. Like I told you earlier, the only thing worse than a goblin is a teleporting goblin.
Hey guys, speaking of goblins,
Uh-oh.
I think I hear goblins.
Oh shit.
Perhaps they will be friendly. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, they're goblins, I forgot. They must meet a chiselless fate. That's death in case I wasn't clear.
So this time we're gonna fight them together, right?
Of course! I studied all their tactics in the last encounter. I know the only way we get through this is by working together. As a team.
Wow, Goblin Slayer. Looks like you really grew as a person.
And when we kill all the goblins together, we can spit on their corpses and laugh at them together. Like real goblin slaying madmen! Together.
That's fair. They are pretty terrible creatures in their universe. Like, as a goblin, fucking kill these freaks. Please.
Okay, Elf. This plan's a little more complicated than normal, so make sure to pay attention.
Hit him. We hit him. Till they die.
Got all that?
Agreed.
Yeah, I think I get the gist.
Okay, now do that till they all die.
There's a lot of them. Like, damn.
Teamwork, yeah!
Guys! The big goblin is back!
These be the good old triple K of
We meet
goblins.
again.
Eradicate
You're
them.
probably
Oh,
just
yeah.
boy didn't
Yeah,
kill me when you
yeah,
had the
exactly.
chance. And if you're not, you will be. As much as I'm itchy for a rematch, Tiny, I'd rather make sure to put you down for good. So, listen, please go!
Right! I call upon the strength of those who came before me, whose flesh bolsters my own. Lend me your mighty strength!
Oh, damn.
Okay, even with the strength of my ancestors, this is still really cabby.
I can help!
Oh, thank you so much. This is totally helping. Does anyone else want to help? Just me?
Wow.
Okay.
Now it's my turn to do my thing! The kill! Goblin! Well, Tiny wants to tango. Hey guys!
Oh,
I
God.
found us a new friend to play with!
Goblin
Okay,
Slayer.
big boy, your teamwork versus
What
ours!
his name was before he became Goblin Slayer, because everybody seems to be doing their stuff by titles. Was it just boy? That's what it feels like.
One more push!
Nice, they got him.
And I couldn't have done it without you. Second cousin Jim Bob, who I summoned earlier when nobody was watching. Woo!
Blizzard Priest said I need more help down here! Woo!
Yeah! Go team, Batman! Now, face the mirror upwards!
Goblin Slayer, does that mean you'll tell me your fucking plan before we do it for once?
We point the mirror towards the sky to get our freedom!
No, I guess you won't. You're just fucking crazy. Thank Torag, I'm just drunk enough to deal with this bullshit.
Just shoot them rocks up in the air! Do it! Teamwork!
Whatever! I'll wait for the signal, I guess.
Goblin Slayer, we gotta go now!
Okay, one sec! Damn good! Priestess, do your thing!
Right! Holy light happens by the shining holy light!
Oh, I'm guessing that's a signal, because no one told me anything! Stone Cold!
Wait. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, I love it. All the rubble from that would be landing on them would be going through the gate, also killing more goblins. Oh, that was brilliant. I love that.
Finally! Freedom! I don't want to see another rock ever again.
I'll assume you're delirious from combat. Or maybe you just have no taste.
Thank the cheese god that is mirrored
Again,
to call the roll.
Goblin Slayer is
Wouldn't wanna
super
be the person
intelligent,
on
just
the
only at
other
killing
side.
goblins.
The goblins
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
here?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they probably
For
did.
sure.
Goblin Slayer, what you did there was the coolest thing ever!
And it was all
Fuck your
thanks to
freedom.
my
Fuck.
teamwork.
What do you mean,
You
fuck
mean
your freedom?
our teamwork.
What does that mean?
My teamwork. Yours got me killed. Remember that?
Oh, shut up.
Ah, corn.
Oh no, my
What the
ass!
fuck?
All the potions in my ass exploded! My anus is bleeding! Oh,
Banana.
You broke my ass!
Oh, okay.
I'm out of spells. I can't heal that.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Ooh, brutal. Brutal.
Well, thanks for bringing me back from the dead a second time.
Not a problem.
I do find it interesting that they played Sword Priestess, Sword Maiden. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm surprised they played her as straight as she is. for the most part. Like, the opening segment for her, for when they first meet her, is fairly funny. But the rest of her dialogue is fairly accurate to what she talks about in the actual show, which that was surprising to me because of how much they censored the first few episodes in relations to the goblins, you know?
Though we are beginning to run out
And
of
what was
precious
going on.
gems, Goblin Slayer, the only one we have left is you. That was a Sword Maiden joke. I know you're not a diamond.
Cool. I'll work on dying less, I guess.
So, have you finished your business in the sewers, or will you be returning?
That better be another one of your sword maiden jokes.
Whatever do you mean?
I've known something was fishy the moment I stepped into town. And it wasn't the fish, or the ice creams men. It was the goblins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I called you.
Hold up there, sword, missy. Ma'am? Sword, ma'am?
The whole point
Sir,
of this kind of
goblins
bridge is to
assassinate
maintain
women
the storyline.
indiscriminately.
But all I was
Their
key
prey
for it.
wouldn't be
Also,
so
it was leading up
lucky
to
as
this.
bleed out in the sewers.
Oh.
When you told me your acolyte girls' bodies were found outside a goblin's den, I had my suspicions. But it only got worse from there. Goblins with ships, goblins with magical mirrors, goblins with pirate accents. This colony was trained by other, more intelligent humanoids. But someone got rid of those humanoids. And too well. Cleaned up their tracks. But who would be powerful and knowledgeable enough to take out a small army without anyone ever knowing? Huh? Huh?
You know, I probably should have realized the world's foremost goblin expert would have noticed something like that.
I usually don't take thanks. But thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, I may have, fibbed about how big a threat the goblins were. There was a cult, one that worshipped the Demon Lord.
Okay.
They used the mirror and trained the goblins to be their muscle, sacrificing the girls for the glory of the Demon Lord.
Jesus.
The thing is, I may have also...
Use a trained dire crocodile systematically destroy the cult down to its foundations and hit the evidence where I can notice? Well, I did notice!
Oh, Linda? She's not trained.
Who's Linda? What the fuck?
The dire crocodile? She's my familiar. I can see through her eyes and control her body whenever I want.
Jesus.
I feel all the same stuff she feels. It's why I take so many baths. 'Cause,
Damn.
you know, sewers are gross.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Oh! Okay, that's something else. How come
I wasn't
Priest knows
expecting
your favorite bird, but doesn't know you pilot a crocodile?
One never can be too careful with information like that.
I'm sorry. So she's piloting a crocodile mecha through the sewers mentally this entire time, having it murder everything it comes across down there. What the fuck?
Certainly didn't see it coming.
So, did you, like, eat him? As the crocodile? Wait, did you target us in the sewers? Why did you attack the goblins on the ship if you want us to kill them? Why are you like this?
Okay, in order. 1. No, I don't eat people. 2. I got excited when I saw you and decided it was a good time for a Sword Maiden prank. And,
Go on.
3. I passed out when I saw the goblins and Linda took over.
Ooh.
Goblins? What? Okay, I can do this. I got this. I can't do this. I don't got this. I don't got this.
Oh. Okay, that was unfortunately accurate to actual panic attacks. Oh, god.
About that time long ago.
Voice
with the
actress
goblins,
needed her pay.
I've
Fuck.
been terrified of them ever since. Even with all this power and fame and money, I can't get the one thing I truly want. Peace. I want to go to sleep once and not relive that day. I just want to feel safe. And I think you could make me feel safe, Goblin Slayer.
Pathetic. A waste of my time. You could turn into a cult-slaying kaiju monstrosity. And you ask for my help? I do my job for the love of killing goblins, sure. But that's not the only reason. I do it because somewhere out there, a nameless village no one will remember might get burnt to the ground if someone doesn't step in and kill some filthy goblins before they attack. So that a family with a name no one will remember get to see another day with their loved ones.
This part goes
You
hard.
have
Oh,
unlimited
yeah.
resources. You could have asked anyone in the world for help. You have the god of justice on speed dial, and you're trying to guilt trip me to live with you? If I'm not out there killing goblins, some innocent girl might suffer the same fate as you. Or worse, people might die because you're lured as your sword maiden for your own selfish reasons.
Damn.
I can't believe Priestess looks up to you.
Goblin Slayer, wait!
That's just
I'm
brutal.
sorry! Please!
Ah.
Tell you what, when there are no more goblins left to kill, I'll kill the ones in your dreams. Till then, be someone the Priestess can look up to. She can become so much more than this.
Jesus. That is brutal. Fuck. Like low key.
Yeah.
Thing is, he's right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
She said
Like
she's gonna.
low key. He was seeing what Priestess could have become if he hadn't intervened when he did. If he had been too late. And that is heartbreaking. But at the same time, he's right to be... He's not wrong. She is literally leagues stronger than him by magnitudes. And she couldn't deal with the problem. And that's just fucked. But at the same time, you know, mental trauma is serious. But still, holy shit, you know?
I bet a spell that teleports me to her dreams to kill dream goblins. Apparently there's a lot of goblins in there. I don't know.
That doesn't sound like a thing. That's probably not real Goblin Slayer.
Nope, that's the thing. Dream travel. 6th level spell. Look it up.
I am quite excited to return to Droon.
It's also interesting that
my
he doesn't
homeland.
dismiss her
Much
trauma.
of
He
my
just states
family
that
passed
she
away
had
in a
options she
plague I
didn't consider.
narrowly avoided
Oh
in
yeah,
coming
for
here.
sure.
Oh my god,
Like,
I'm so sorry.
theoretically, any point considering how high a level she is, she could have just wiped out all the goblins without even seeing them, based off of how strong she is, just generally. And the dire crocodile in general, you know?
Sorry, Lizard Priest. Are you okay?
Hell, she probably could have
this
just
is
killed
cause
the,
for much celebration.
pseudo
I
beholder
can collect their
by
bones
herself
and
too.
summon them for future adventures. I must make haste though, if I wish
Plenty
to
of
eat their
options.
meat.
Plenty of
Oh,
options.
you're happy for necromancy reasons. That's still super evil. I'm opting out of this conversation.
Oh, I can't wait to get home either. The dwarves make the only kind of beer that can actually get me drunk. Plus, it doubles as an explosive agent. So that's
Interesting.
cool too. Anyway, what about the rest of you?
I think I might stick around town for a bit before heading home. I know the Demon Lord is dead, but that means his minions are prime quest material. I'm gonna get some of that action.
When I have
Nice.
downtime in between killing goblins, I'm gonna volunteer at the guild. I want to get close to Guild Girl and learn her sass secrets. I'm really shy now, but in time, I'm gonna burn someone so bad that another person in the background will say, "Oh no, she didn't!" That's the dream.
Good for her.
Okay, cool. So we all got stuff going on.
Not just that either. She's basically the head of the church. She has the connections to make stuff happen.
Oh,
She had dozens of
Goblin
people
Slayer?
she could have sent to
If you
deal
ever
with the
wanna talk
problem
about what
if
you
she
told
wasn't
me
doing it
earlier.
herself.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
did you
yeah.
hear?
She would have
The
had
hero killed the demon
a
lord.
ton of people.
Yeah, we know. Thanks.
That
It's
poor
just really big
NPC.
news to me is all. Fuck me for trying to be part of the conversation, though, am I right? I'm losing a star for this shit.
Yeah, you are.
Fuck.
You really didn't say what you had going on, Goblin Slayer.
Yeah,
just
she would have
slaying
had
more
dozens,
goblins,
if
though,
not
right?
hundreds, of comparable priests,
time to
and warriors, and all sorts of other
Jeez, are
stuff.
you like that all the time?
That could have
Even
helped.
when we're not around?
You're not wrong.
I'm sure Goblin Slayer is a deep, multifaceted individual like myself. Anyway, who's got more cheers?
Oh,
Well,
GS could have been dealing with
there's no
dozens
more
of other
Goblin
golems
Slayer
infestations during all that time,
Then
but couldn't because she had to have him to save her brother. Oh god. Look
I
everybody,
guess I'll just
trauma.
go home.
Brutal. Jesus.
Hey, folks! Good old Goblin Slayer here! Everyone's favorite slayer of goblins!
Well,
Probably wondering what we
Damn.
did with that mirror. We threw it away. It's at the bottom of the sewers, sucking up poop like nobody's business.
damn.
Anyways,
That was a brutal thing right there. Damn. Fuck. Alright, we're gonna watch the first one of this Legend of Zelda one, and then we'll... Hey! What was that? What the fuck was that? What did you throw at me?
This episode is sponsored by Squarespace.
What the fuck?
I used Squarespace to build both Basics with Babish and BingingWithBabish.com myself.
Tears of the Kingdom Marbled Rock Roast. Oh! That is a big piece of beef. What the fuck? No, that's literal rocks. What the hell? On the bone.
Hello there. Welcome back to another episode of Arcade with Alvin. Today we'll be taking on the Marbled Rock Roast from The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The Marbled Rock Roast is something that a lot of the Gorons eat in the game. Now, as fun as it would be...
That's why you love this Abridged so much. It's a hilarious, YouTube safe, and still touches on serious topics. Oh yeah,
what if instead
it's
of a
fascinating.
marbled rock roast, we use a nice piece of meat, like a marbled
It's also
beef
interesting
roast.
that they
To
ended
emulate
off
the marbled rocky pattern, what if
with
we did
him
a marbled roast
telling
beef
her
Wellington,
that her
but
trauma
with a
doesn't mean she
beautiful
gets
USDA prime
to
chuck roast. Because
play
typically
around with
Beef Wellington
people's
uses
lives
filet
like
mignon,
that.
which doesn't have a lot of fat in it. But
And
chuck
then
roast is
immediately
pretty well
goes
marbled, in
into,
my opinion.
oh yeah,
And the
I've been
pastry shell
reminded of my
Wellington
trauma,
should
I need to go deal
emulate
with that
the
for a
rocky
bit.
rock patterns on the rock roast. So
Why you lower
let's
the
give it a
volume?
shot. So let's get started with the beef first.
so,
I'm going to place a large boneless 4-pound
not only
USDA
could
prime
you hear
chuck
me,
roast
I could
into
hear,
a sheet
well,
tray
I
lined
could
with a wire rack. Then it's going to
read
get a
through
heavy
what you
seasoning
guys are
of
talking
salt
about.
and pepper and left to sit in the fridge for some of that seasoning to absorb.
I'm gonna turn it back
now
up a
onto the
little bit,
duxelle. The duxelle is sort of this mushroom, onion, shallot paste that goes inside the beef Wellington, both insulating the beef as well as acting as an absorber from all the juices
Also,
while
I
adding
kept
its
on
own
accidentally
flavor. Kind of a
increasing
nice
the
little
volume
flavor
of my
bomb to
stuff
the beef.
without
And to make
meaning
that,
to.
I'm using the food processor to help me break down 1.5 pounds
There
of
we go.
cremini mushrooms, 2 shallots, and 4 garlic cloves. Instead of chopping this all by hand,
just
I
gonna
found
make
that
me
using a food
hungry. God damn
processor
it.
and kind of shoving it down here and there gives you a smoother paste. Why these two ended up a
Why you
totally
gotta throw this
different
kind of
color,
shit at
I'm
me,
not
man?
so sure, but they're going into the same pan. We're also going to throw in a pinch of salt to season this, but also to help draw out some water so that it helps
does look
cook
really
out the
good,
water
though.
faster. That's what the duxelle looks
Shit.
like after an hour and a half of cooking it over a medium heat. Now we're just going to set that aside before we need it again. Smells really good though. Now we're going to make some crepes. Now these are a little different than the crepes that you see smothered in fruit and Nutella often seen on brunch menus. These are just simple little bread sponges that'll help absorb a lot of the juices during the cooking. Very simple. Just 1 cup of milk, crack in 2 eggs. Make sure to also not put the shell inside the milk. That is not part of the recipe, so we're going to take that out real
Sounds about
quick.
right.
Followed by an immersion blender,
gonna be
which
honest,
helps
the
mix this
Gorons
while
would
I
be
dump
probably
in 1
fine
cup
with
of
the
flour.
shell.
Since we can't really afford to have chunks or lumps like this in pancakes, we got to make sure that this batter is smooth. And the immersion blender is my favorite way of turning all of your chunky problems into one smooth solution.
That's a
Once the
neat
batter is
little
ready,
blender.
I'm putting this into a non-stick pan over medium heat with approximately 1/3 cup of batter, swirling it around and making sure that the edges get crisp before I flip this over. I'm going to repeat this process 4 times to make sure that we get nice coverage for our Wellington later. Without the crepes, it can get kind of soggy. And just like socks, it's not nice to have a soggy Wellington. Once all the 4 crepes are now off to the side on a paper towel to rest, we're going to go ahead
doing
and
that
fill
real
this
quick
with
and
3
well.
tablespoons
Like,
of
damn.
oil and sear our beef at a very high heat. I just want to make sure I can get all the sides a nice dark crust to make sure that there's a little flavor before throwing this into everything
Shit,
else.
it already looks
And this
good,
also
and I know
provides
that's a
nice
bad idea to eat
exterior
it
for
currently
mustard.
because of
In
how
my
much
experience
red
in
meat
making
is
beef
still in it.
Wellingtons, the mustard is actually a pretty important
damn
component.
it.
It adds a nice bit of acidity and counterpart to all of the rich flavors going on otherwise. Plus, it's also very fun to do. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more extra salt and pepper on top of the mustard, just for
Why you
extra
gotta do
measure
this
and
to me,
seasoning.
man?
Once the beef
This
has
looks
a nice
fucking
yellow
delicious,
coat
and
on,
it
we're
hasn't
going to put it
even
back
finished
into the
yet. Like,
fridge
what the
so
hell?
it can rest and absorb all
Actually,
those
it's
nice
no longer
flavors
a
from
rest-
the resting
Really?
juices, the salt and pepper, and the mustard. To assemble our beef Wellington, we're going to start by laying down 4 of our crepes
reminded
onto
of
a
your
large
steak
sheet of
fry
saran
idea?
wrap on a table,
Oh,
followed
is
by
it
a lot of
like
prosciutto
a
slices.
literal,
We took about 3 packs, so I'm going to say roughly 16 to 18 slices. These are going to get
Steak
nice and shingled out in
steak
one
cut
layer,
into
followed by another
fries or
layer
something
underneath
like
it,
that,
and
or
then
is
we're
it
going to
different?
spread our cool
You can
duxelle
eat it
all
almost
over.
raw
Now, it
as
might
long
look
as
a
you sear
little
the outside
clunky or a
layer.
little chunky
Huh.
at first. You'll eventually end with a nice smooth
Okay,
layer to lay your rested
probably
beef
won't
on,
be doing
which has been
that.
chilling in the
I
fridge
like my
in its nice little coat
steaks
of mustard
medium
and
well,
seasoning. I decided to
but
aim this
still,
beef to go
remember
right
from
on the
the
bottom
Let's
half of
Game
the
It Out
layering so
reaction?
that when you flip over the
Alright,
saran wrap
yeah.
with the crepes and
Yeah.
everything, you don't
It's
have to
been a
do
while
too much
since
of
I,
a twist and push
watched that.
together. I
Huh.
hope it doesn't fall apart. This is where the saran wrap comes in handy,
Yeah.
because instead of having to touch
Still,
the crepes
neat
and
though.
lift them for yourself, you can use the saran wrap almost as if you're rolling sushi. I was about
This
half
is
a
a
crepe short when it came
wild-looking
to the
beef
playing
Wellington,
but it
I'm
was
gonna be
alright.
honest.
I took the saran wrap and managed to
damn.
twist it around and make it work. The second piece of saran wrap acts as a nice little extra layer to help make sure that when you roll it along the table, it gets nice and tightened, pushing all of those flavors and things together into itself. This is again going to go into the fridge to set for about an hour so that all those juices can be absorbed and that it holds its shape better when we finally roll it into pastry at the end. Speaking of pastry, we're going to take 2
You're a
servings
monster. The
of
only
puff
way to eat
pastry
a
that we got
steak
from the
with
store,
a,
press them
is
out
with
and roll them
medium
together
rare or
so that
whatever
we
is
get a
right
large,
before that.
long sheet of puff pastry. This is a little bit
I like
larger and
medium
thicker than
well,
typical
though.
Beef Wellington, which usually calls
Just
for
a
1
little
sheet
bit
of
of
puff
pink on
pastry,
the
so 2
inside.
should
It
do the
just
trick.
tastes so
Once our
good.
chilled beef baby has come out, we can now place this right in the middle and tuck our pastry around the edges, rolling this together
that's
into
just
a
me.
tight little beef giant burrito and making sure that there's little
I
gaps as
despise
possible.
well
Like
done
many
steaks,
things in
but
life, it's
medium
good to have a
well
tight roll on things like
always
this.
tastes
I'm
real
now
good to
employing
me.
the strategy I use when guests come over to the house, which means you tuck all the stuff you don't want them to
I will
see
say,
under the
I
bed.
will
Once
eat
everything
most
front facing is
steaks
looking nice
below
and good
that,
and no
unless
pellets
it
at the
is,
bottom,
like,
we're going to take
just
1 more sheet of puff
seared.
pastry, roll it out,
Just
and cut it
seared
into
does
rock
not taste
patch
right to
shapes.
me.
This is where things kind of deviate from a typical Beef Wellington, which usually
it's got
has
too
a
much
pastry lattice or
blood
some knife
or
work.
something. I
Because
don't
this
know.
is a marbled rock roast, I thought it'd be fun to emulate those patterns with patches
Eat a
of
Beef
rocks
Wellington?
in different altitudes.
I'll have
We
to
cut
try.
these into nice
If I
rough
can get
patches,
it to
stack
happen
a couple
eventually,
on
I'll
each
try
other,
it.
and use egg wash to bind them together. Once this is less of a smooth beef burrito and more of a large
Not blood
craggy
either?
rock beef
Oh,
burrito,
okay.
we're going to season the remaining egg wash with some Goron spice, or in this case, some cayenne and paprika, because Gorons live in a space that is very, very hot. So I'm guessing a lot of the Goron spice are dried chili powders that are found there. The whole thing gets brushed with a good helping of the seasoned egg wash.
Damn.
And to give it that
They're working
signature
with this.
marbled rock
You're
roast look,
watching a
we're
video
going to
on
take
making
2
a Beef
bones from
Wellington?
turkey legs that we took the
True,
meat off
true,
and
that
stick
is
them
true.
right into the
You're not
sides to
wrong.
give this more of a portable situation if you're strong enough, like a rock monster. And this is going to go directly into a oven at 375 degrees for about an hour and 20 minutes.
I
Just
kind of
until
want
the
to see a
interior has reached
reaction
about 150
by Gordon
degrees Fahrenheit.
Ramsay.
Oftentimes,
to
when I
seeing
work with
this
a lot
video.
of puff pastry, there's a lot of
Just see what
scraps
their
that I
reaction
really don't
is.
like to throw away.
'Cause I
So what I
wouldn't
like to do
mind,
is to take all the scraps, kind of mash them into
seeing
one
what
little
that
ball,
stuff
and
is
roll
all
it
about
out
for
into
him,
one
you
smooth
know?
sheet. In this case, we still have
'Cause
a
it
lot
looks
of
like
that
they're doing a
seasoned egg
real
wash
good
on
job.
hand, as well as a half-eaten block of Parmesan.
I can
in the
do it.
fridge. So what I'm going
Find
to
a
do is brush the
reaction
entire
of
surface of
Gordon
this sheet
Ramsay
with a little bit of egg wash,
reacting to
and then
this?
shave a
I
mounted
mean, I
load
wouldn't
of
put it past
Parmesan
him.
right
It's
on
got,
top.
like,
Then
they've
we're going
got,
to take a
like,
rolling pin and
10.4
do some
million
terraforming by
subscribers.
pressing this mounted
So I
Parmesan
assume that
directly
at some
into the
point you probably
pastry,
saw
and we're going
at
to
least
season
one
this
of
with a
these.
little bit of pepper while we roll this up. Once
Just
we have
give
a
me a
nice
few
little
months to
tube,
get
I'm
him
going
to
to cut this into
react.
rounds and put them on a tray so that we
Oh,
have little
okay,
puff
so
pastry,
just
egg wash, Parmesan.
day
circles.
one of
These are
trying
going
to
to get
get
popped into an oven for
Gordon
about 20
Ramsay to
minutes or
react
so until
to-
they
yeah, that'd be
brown.
funny
And
as
after they
fuck,
come out,
honestly.
well, you guessed it, more Parmesan,
Be
because that
ridiculous.
stuff is really good, and no matter how
Oh,
much
my
you
goodness.
eat, it always is never enough. It's just nice being able to
Exactly,
make
yeah,
little
fair
snacks
enough,
for your
fair
friends out of the leftovers you have, which would otherwise go into the trash. Oh wait, let's hit this with a little bit more honey on top, because honey really goes well with pepper and cheese. Oh yeah, these were gone in 5 minutes. This needed also
That's
to
about
rest
right.
for an hour and a half, because if we cut
Damn.
into this right away, it would have been quite the disaster, with juices spilling everywhere and steam just billowing out. Sometimes you just have to take your time with things. Now for
Yep,
the moment
yep.
that I've been waiting for a long time, the final cross section. Let's give this a nice slice down the middle, make sure we cut through, and open this up. I
Damn.
present to you our version of the marbled rock roast from The Legend of Zelda:
That's
Tears of
beautiful.
the Kingdom, with our interpretation, the marbled chuck beef Wellington roast, which I will say
That's pretty good.
looks
That's
pretty,
pretty
good.
good.
Not
That
too many
looks real
juices are
good.
coming out, and the inside seems to be cooked pretty well to my taste. I'm gonna go ahead and give
Looks
myself a
fantastic.
pretty generous slice, because with things like this, if you're not being generous with how much you're serving, why even make it in the first place? Give
Fair.
this a bite, get some of the pastry, get some of the duxelle, the prosciutto, the crepe, and the beef. This is very good, I will say. I can understand why if Gorons ate this, they would think of nothing but eating this for their entire life. This would probably be good with a nice sauce that was both acidic and sweet to go along with it. But by itself, this is very good. It took a lot of restraint to make sure that we didn't eat too much of this, because it did put us in kind of a food coma for a while. But we made sure to divvy this whole thing up and take this all home. Not one bit of
Yep,
waste.
yep.
And I think Link would be proud
Good
of
stuff,
that. I
good
did eat
stuff.
this for the next 3 days though.
Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's today's episode. They've been a great partner in supporting the Babish culinary universe and bringing my websites to life. From websites to online stores to domains and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for you. Search by squarespace.com/Babish to get 10% off your first purchase.
It looks real good, so I wouldn't put it past you. Yeah, yeah. That's good stuff right there. Like, damn. Alright. It's time to Snowfo streams. Oh yeah? Snowfo stream. Control C. Control B. Oh, I pressed my alarm. Oh, they hit 89 followers. Good for them. Good for them. Oh, wait. Looks like they ended it. Ended the video. Ended the stream. No, they haven't streamed in a while, actually. Oh yeah, they have a scheduled stream in 3 days, apparently. She just ended? Oh, okay. Well, in that case, we can find some other people. Let's see. Who we got? Hazel Dust is playing Get the Fuck Out. Snapcrack is playing Among Us. Chica Shemaine VT is also playing. Should probably check them out at some point too. Again, anyway. Nahoko Vita. Okay, let's see what's going on with them. Oh, it's that person. Yeah, why not?
Figure this out. I can figure this out.
Might as well.
Oh, what the fuck hit me?
Though at the same time, I feel I almost I
don't know how the fuck that hit me, but
rating people with so much a higher count.
Why didn't that hit
but
me?
At the same time, they were nice. So.
Oh, wait, I'm stupid. Where'd my other medkit go?
She has a phobia of the ocean, and she's playing Subnautica.
I meant to use it. That's what I meant to do.
That's brutal.
Maybe come
That's
this way.
All right, send you off. Hope you have a wonderful night/day. I will see you again next time if you have the time. We're gonna be playing Resident Evil 4. You made them. You guys made them do it. Oh wow.
I don't actually know
we're
what
gonna be playing Resident Evil 4 again tomorrow. And we will be making our way through the castle.
No.
Hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye bye.
Oh my god. Okay.
Have a wonderful night.
I don't know what the code is. Oh, hi! Hi, Gip! Oh my god, welcome on in, Raiders. How was your stream? Can I get a shout out, please, for Gepmox? Hello! Hello, lovely. What are you guys up to? Tell us all about it. Oh, and thank you for your daily worship as well, Jaeger. Gobbo Raid, hi! How are you guys doing? Welcome on in. What are you guys up to? Give me a second. Yeah, of course, no worries. That's alright. I am just trying to see if I can figure out this code by myself. It's really hard with the screen shaking. Got to watch binging. Oh, binging with Babish? Oh my god, I love them. Oh my god, they have the best videos. Oh my god. Did you have fun? Did you have fun? Look at the videos. I hope you had a great stream, lovely. We're doing the reaction stream today. Nice. Very nice. Did you guys have so much fun? I apologize. Yeah, I actually am gonna do a self-care. I'm gonna take a sip real quick.
There we go.
But yeah, I hope you had so much fun, lovely. Did you enjoy the videos? Oh, yeah, thank you for the save, too. I might do that. Okay. Yeah, but welcome on Raiders. If you guys don't know who I am, hello, my name's Narcovedo. I'm a non-binary eldritch god of knowledge, also a writer, streamer, and artist, and today we're playing some Subnautica. I hope you guys had an amazing time over at Yupstream. I watched an episode of Goblin Slayer Abridged? That's so funny. I actually haven't seen that. Hi, Big Country, how you doing? Welcome on in, lovely. Thank you so much for your daily worship. Okay, have them let me know when you... Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you want to chuck them in chat, I will remember. I'm on my way. Why are we hamster sadding? Actually, why is hamster sad not working? That's a better question. Enjoy your work, lovely. Okay, I am here, Noctis. Put him in the chat.